How advanced is your English vocabulary? In this video, you'll learn 75 super advanced English words split into 3 sections: adjectives, adverbs, and verbs. Each word comes with a meaning and an example sentence to help you understand and remember it. Let's begin. Aberrant. Aberrant, meaning deviating from what is normal or expected. Deviating from what is normal or expected. His aberrant behaviour during the meeting surprised everyone. His aberrant behaviour during the meeting surprised everyone. Acerbic. Acerbic, meaning sharp and critical in tone. Sharp and critical in tone. The journalist wrote an acerbic review of the controversial book. The journalist wrote an acerbic review of the controversial book. Alacritous. Alacritous, meaning eager and enthusiastic. Eager and enthusiastic. She accepted the challenge with an alacritous attitude. She accepted the challenge with an alacritous attitude. Arcane. Arcane, meaning known or understood by very few people. Known or understood by very few people. The professor explained several arcane theories from ancient philosophy. The professor explained several arcane theories from ancient philosophy. Austere. Austere, meaning plain, strict, and without luxury. Plain, strict, and without luxury. The monastery was known for its austere living conditions. The monastery was known for its austere living conditions. Bellicose. Bellicose, meaning demonstrating aggression or willingness to fight. Demonstrating aggression or willingness to fight. His bellicose remarks increased tensions between the groups. His bellicose remarks increased tensions between the groups. Capricious. Capricious, meaning given to sudden and unpredictable changes. Given to sudden and unpredictable changes. The weather remains capricious throughout the spring. The weather remains capricious throughout the spring. Clandestine. Clandestine, meaning kept secret or hidden. Kept secret or hidden. They held a clandestine meeting after dark. They held a clandestine meeting after dark. Cogent. Cogent, meaning clear, logical, and convincing. Clear, logical, and convincing. She presented a cogent argument during the debate. She presented a cogent argument during the debate. Convivial. Convivial, meaning friendly and enjoyable. Friendly and enjoyable. The restaurant created a convivial atmosphere for guests. The restaurant created a convivial atmosphere for guests. Cryptic. Cryptic, meaning mysterious and difficult to understand. mysterious and difficult to understand. He left a cryptic note on the kitchen table. He left a cryptic note on the kitchen table. Deleterious. Deleterious, meaning harmful or damaging. Harmful or damaging. Excessive stress can have deleterious effects on health. Excessive stress can have deleterious effects on health. Diffident. Diffident, meaning lacking confidence. Lacking confidence. Despite her talent, she remains diffident in public. Despite her talent, she remains diffident in public. Egregious. Egregious, meaning outstandingly bad or shocking. Outstandingly bad or shocking. The report revealed several egregious mistakes. The report revealed several egregious mistakes. Ephemeral. Ephemeral, meaning lasting for a very short time. Lasting for a very short time. Fame on social media is often ephemeral. Fame on social media is often ephemeral. Fastidious. Fastidious, meaning very attentive to detail. Very attentive to detail. The editor is fastidious about grammar and punctuation. The editor is fastidious about grammar and punctuation. Garrulous. Garrulous, meaning excessively talkative. Excessively talkative. The garrulous tourist spoke throughout the journey. The garrulous tourist spoke throughout the journey. Intransigent. Intransigent, meaning unwilling to compromise. Unwilling to compromise. Both sides remained intransigent during negotiations. Both sides remained intransigent during negotiations. Juxtaposed. Juxtaposed, meaning placed side by side for comparison. Placed side by side for comparison. Modern buildings were juxtaposed with historic landmarks. Modern buildings were juxtaposed with historic landmarks. Laconic. Laconic, meaning using very few words. Using very few words. His laconic reply ended the conversation quickly. His laconic reply ended the conversation quickly. Mercurial. Mercurial, meaning subject to sudden mood changes. Subject to sudden mood changes. Her mercurial personality keeps colleagues guessing. Her mercurial personality keeps colleagues guessing. Obdurate. Obdurate, meaning stubbornly refusing to change. Stubbornly refusing to change. The manager remained obdurate despite the evidence. The manager remained obdurate despite the evidence. Pernicious. Pernicious, meaning extremely harmful, often gradually. Extremely harmful, often gradually. Misinformation can have pernicious consequences. Misinformation can have pernicious consequences. Sagacious. Sagacious, meaning wise and perceptive. wise and perceptive. The sagacious leader earned widespread respect. The sagacious leader earned widespread respect. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous, meaning present everywhere. Present everywhere. Smartphones have become ubiquitous in modern society. Smartphones have become ubiquitous in modern society. Abjectly. Abjectly, meaning in an extremely bad or hopeless manner. In an extremely bad or hopeless manner. He abjectly failed to meet the requirements of the role. He abjectly failed to meet the requirements of the role. Adroitly. Adroitly, meaning skillfully and cleverly. Skillfully and cleverly. She adroitly handled the difficult interview questions. She adroitly handled the difficult interview questions. Ambivalently. Ambivalently, meaning with mixed feelings. With mixed feelings. He ambivalently considered the offer before responding. He ambivalently considered the offer before responding. Assiduously. Assiduously, meaning with great care and persistence. With great care and persistence. The researcher assiduously gathered evidence for the study. The researcher assiduously gathered evidence for the study. Austerely. Austerely, meaning in a plain or severe manner. In a plain or severe manner. The room was austerely decorated with minimal furnishings. The room was austerely decorated with minimal furnishings. Candidly. Candidly, meaning open and honestly. Open and honestly. She candidly discussed the challenges facing the company. She candidly discussed the challenges facing the company. Circumspectly. Circumspectly, meaning cautiously and thoughtfully. Cautiously and thoughtfully. Investors circumspectly evaluated the proposal before committing funds. Investors circumspectly evaluated the proposal before committing funds. Conspicuously. Conspicuously, meaning in a way that is clearly noticeable. In a way that is clearly noticeable. His name was conspicuously absent from the list. His name was conspicuously absent from the list. Deftly. Deftly, meaning skillfully and efficiently. Skillfully and efficiently. The chef deftly prepared the complex dish. The chef deftly prepared the complex dish. Didactically. Didactically, meaning in a manner intended to teach, sometimes overly so. In a manner intended to teach, sometimes overly so. The lecturer spoke didactically throughout the presentation. The lecturer spoke didactically throughout the presentation. Diffidently. Diffidently, meaning in a shy or lacking confidence manner. In a shy or lacking confidence manner. She diffidently introduced her proposal to the panel. She diffidently introduced her proposal to the panel. Eloquently. Eloquently, meaning in a fluent and persuasive manner. In a fluent and persuasive manner. The speaker eloquently defended her position. The speaker eloquently defended her position. Exceedingly. Exceedingly, meaning to a very great degree. To a very great degree. The task proved exceedingly difficult. The task proved exceedingly difficult. Fastidiously. Fastidiously, meaning with great attention to detail. With great attention to detail. The documents were fastidiously organized. The documents were fastidiously organized. Furtively. Furtively, meaning secretively or stealthily. Secretively or stealthily. He furtively glanced at his phone during the meeting. He furtively glanced at his phone during the meeting. Impeccably. Impeccably, meaning perfectly and without fault. Perfectly and without fault. She was impeccably dressed for the occasion. She was impeccably dressed for the occasion. Inadvertently. Inadvertently, meaning unintentionally. Unintentionally. I inadvertently deleted the wrong file. I inadvertently deleted the wrong file. Judiciously. Judiciously, meaning with good judgment. With good judgment. The funds were judiciously allocated across several projects. The funds were judiciously allocated across several projects. Meticulously. Meticulously, meaning with extreme care and precision. With extreme care and precision. The architect meticulously reviewed every detail of the design. The architect meticulously reviewed every detail of the design. Ostensibly. Ostensibly, meaning apparently or seemingly. Apparently or seemingly. The trip was ostensibly for business purposes. The trip was ostensibly for business purposes. Perfunctorily. Perfunctorily, meaning with little interest or enthusiasm. With little interest or enthusiasm. He perfunctorily completed the paperwork. He perfunctorily completed the paperwork. Resolutely. Resolutely, meaning with firm determination and purpose. With firm determination and purpose. She resolutely pursued her goals despite numerous setbacks. She resolutely pursued her goals despite numerous setbacks. Surreptitiously. Surreptitiously, meaning secretly and without attracting attention. Secretly and without attracting attention. He surreptitiously recorded the conversation. He surreptitiously recorded the conversation. Unreservedly. Unreservedly, meaning completely and without hesitation. Completely and without hesitation. The committee unreservedly supported the proposal. The committee unreservedly supported the proposal. Vicariously. Vicariously, meaning through the experiences of another person. Through the experiences of another person. She vicariously enjoyed the adventure through her friends' stories. She vicariously enjoyed the adventure through her friends' stories. Abrogate. Abrogate, meaning to officially abolish or end something. To officially abolish or end something. The government may abrogate the outdated regulation next year. The government may abrogate the outdated regulation next year. Acquiesce. Acquiesce, meaning to accept something reluctantly but without protest. To accept something reluctantly but without protest. Many employees eventually acquiesce to the new policy. Many employees eventually acquiesce to the new policy. Admonish. Admonish, meaning to warn or criticize someone firmly. To warn or criticize someone firmly. Parents often admonish their children for unsafe behaviour. Parents often admonish their children for unsafe behaviour. Aggrandize. Aggrandize, meaning to increase power, status, or reputation. To increase power, status, or reputation. Some leaders aggrandize their achievements during campaigns. Some leaders aggrandize their achievements during campaigns. Alleviate. Alleviate, meaning to make something less severe. To make something less severe. Regular exercise may alleviate stress and anxiety. Regular exercise may alleviate stress and anxiety. Ameliorate. Ameliorate, meaning to improve a difficult situation. To improve a difficult situation. New measures aim to ameliorate traffic congestion in the city. New measures aim to ameliorate traffic congestion in the city. Annihilate. Annihilate, meaning to completely destroy. To completely destroy. Powerful storms can annihilate entire coastal communities. Powerful storms can annihilate entire coastal communities. Appease. Appease, meaning to calm or satisfy someone. To calm or satisfy someone. Managers sometimes appease dissatisfied customers with refunds. Managers sometimes appease dissatisfied customers with refunds. Arbitrate. Arbitrate, meaning to settle a dispute as an impartial judge. To settle a dispute as an impartial judge. Independent experts often arbitrate complex commercial disagreements. Independent experts often arbitrate complex commercial disagreements. Ascertain. Ascertain, meaning to find out with certainty. To find out with certainty. Investigators work to ascertain the cause of the incident. Investigators work to ascertain the cause of the incident. Capitulate. Capitulate, meaning to surrender or give in. To surrender or give in. Some competitors capitulate when market conditions become difficult. Some competitors capitulate when market conditions become difficult. Circumvent. Circumvent, meaning to avoid or overcome something cleverly. To avoid or overcome something cleverly. Innovative companies often circumvent traditional barriers to entry. Innovative companies often circumvent traditional barriers to entry. Corroborate. Corroborate, meaning to confirm with supporting evidence. To confirm with supporting evidence. Witnesses corroborate the details of the report. Witnesses corroborate the details of the report. Decipher. Decipher, meaning to understand or interpret something difficult. To understand or interpret something difficult. Historians continue to decipher ancient manuscripts. Historians continue to decipher ancient manuscripts. Delineate. Delineate, meaning to describe or explain precisely. To describe or explain precisely. The report aims to delineate the responsibilities of each department. The report aims to delineate the responsibilities of each department. Disseminate. Disseminate, meaning to spread information widely. To spread information widely. Universities disseminate research findings through publications. Universities disseminate research findings through publications. Elucidate. Elucidate, meaning to make something clear. To make something clear. Examples often elucidate complex concepts more effectively than definitions. Examples often elucidate complex concepts more effectively than definitions. Exacerbate. Exacerbate, meaning to make a problem worse. To make a problem worse. Poor communication can exacerbate workplace tensions. Poor communication can exacerbate workplace tensions. Extol. Extol, meaning to praise enthusiastically. To praise enthusiastically. Critics frequently extol the author's latest novel. Critics frequently extol the author's latest novel. Juxtapose. Juxtapose, meaning to place side by side for comparison. To place side by side for comparison. Artists often juxtapose contrasting colours to create impact. Artists often juxtapose contrasting colours to create impact. Mitigate. Mitigate, meaning to reduce the severity of something. To reduce the severity of something. Effective planning may mitigate potential risks. Effective planning may mitigate potential risks. Perpetuate. Perpetuate, meaning to cause something to continue. To cause something to continue. False assumptions perpetuate harmful stereotypes. False assumptions perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Reconcile. Reconcile. Meaning, to restore harmony or make compatible. To restore harmony or make compatible. Mediators help reconcile opposing viewpoints during negotiations. Mediators help reconcile opposing viewpoints during negotiations. Substantiate. Substantiate. Meaning, to provide evidence for a claim. To provide evidence for a claim. Researchers substantiate their conclusions with extensive data. Researchers substantiate their conclusions with extensive data. Vindicate. Vindicate. Meaning, to clear someone of blame or prove correct. To clear someone of blame or prove correct. New evidence may vindicate the accused individual. New evidence may vindicate the accused individual.